So let's see what is source data entry device. Digital camera takes picture by converting the light passing through the lens. So here scanner is a input device that accepts paper document as its input. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to my new session. Today we are on the 7th session of overview of a computer. I am your Revati ma'am, faculty, Department of Computer Science, Vidyashram First Grade College, Mysore. Let's see the agenda of today's session. In the today's session, I'll be discussing source data entry device. Then I'm going to discuss some of the examples of source data entry device. So in that I'm going to explain digital camera. Then I'm going to discuss scanner. Then I'm going to discuss optical character recognize. Then I'm going to discuss optical mark recognize. Then I'm going to discuss magnetic ink character recognize. Then I'm going to discuss barcode reader. Dear students, before going to start my today's session, I want to recall the things what we discussed in the last session. In the last session, we discussed input device. I repeat, in the last session, we discussed input device. There we discussed two types of input device. In that first one, human data entry device. Then the second type, the source data entry device. Yesterday's class, we discussed the human data entry device. But today, I'm going to discuss source data entry device. In human data entry device, we studied what is keyboard, what is the functions of keyboard. Then we studied what is mouse, the functionalities of mouse, etc. But today's session, I'm going to discuss source data entry device. Dear students, moving on to the source data entry device. So let's see what is source data entry device. Here source data entry device are used for audio input, video input and to enter the source document directly to the computer. So as we know, this is the example or this is the type of input device. What is the job of the input device? Is to give the input or feed the data to the computer. So here using source data entry device, we are going to feed input to the computer. So the input may be in the form of audio or the input may be in the form of video or it may be in the form of source document. Dear students, in source data entry device, the data are not typed or not pointed or not keyed. But here we are not going to type the input or we are not going to key the input or we are not going to point the input. Dear students, some of the examples for source data entry devices are audio input or video input. Dear students, if I consider scanner, then it may be handheld scanner or flat bed scanner. Then if I consider optical scanner, then it may be optical character recognize or it may be optical mark recognize. Dear students, Anyway, we are going to study these types in depth in today's session. Moving on to digital camera. What is digital camera? What is the use of digital camera? So, we all know that the digital camera is mainly used to capture the image or mainly used to take the photos. Dear students, here digital camera can be capable to store many more pictures than ordinary camera. That means in digital camera, the storage capacity is large compared to your ordinary camera. By using digital camera, you can able to store more number of images. Dear students, I repeat, by using digital camera, you can able to store more and more pictures. Dear students, the pictures that is taken by using digital camera are stored inside its memory. So whatever the picture or whatever the image you're going to capture, that is stored inside the memory. Dear students, whatever the image or picture it is captured, that is stored inside the memory of digital camera, and that picture is transferred to a computer by connecting the camera to it. So, dear students, we know that all the captured images are stored inside the memory. Dear students, now we know that all the captured images are stored in the memory. Suppose if I want to transfer the images or pictures to computer system, then that is done by using digital camera. What I want to do? I want to connect digital camera to computer. Dear students, by using digital camera, we can able to take the pictures. Dear students, here a digital camera takes picture by converting the light passing through the lens. That means the digital camera takes the picture by converting the light passing through the lens into a digital image. Dear students, many digital cameras are capable to record videos. At the same time, it is also capable to take the photos. Dear students, this digital camera is also called input or output device. Now tell me why this digital camera is called input device as well as output device. Because digital camera is capable to take picture. Dear students, I repeat that a digital camera is capable to take a picture. At the same time, it is also responsible for feeding the taken picture into the computer. That means sending the images to the computer. So this digital camera acts as input device as well as output device. Dear students, I repeat that a digital camera can able to store more and more images than the ordinary camera. So this digital camera is also called input device and output device because digital camera is capable to capture the image and at the same time it is also responsible for feeding the data to computer. So that's why a digital camera is called input and output device. Moving on to next input device, that is scanner. I hope everyone are familiar with scanner. What is the job of the scanner? Is to scan the document. So, dear students, a scanner is an input device that accepts paper document as a input. So here scanner is a input device that accepts paper document as its input. So now tell me, what is the input for your scanner? That is the paper. Paper is the input for your scanner. Now here scanner is used to input the data directly into the computer. I repeat, a scanner is used to input the data directly into the computer. By scanning the document, whatever the scanned document, that is given to the computer as input. Dear students, suppose if we use scanner, then no need to copy the document, then no need to type the document. The thing what you want to do here is you want to scan that paper, then whatever the scanned information is there, that is given to the computer. So what is the input to the computer? That scanned document is the input to your computer system. Okay, then what are the things you can able to scan? You can able to scan picture, you can able to scan text, then you can able to scan mark on the paper. So by using scanner, the user can able to scan image, text and marks on the paper. Dear students, here scanner is a input device. It is an optical input device. I repeat, scanner is nothing but a optical input device. And it uses light as an input source to convert an image to an electronic form. Dear students, here scanner is nothing but a optical input. Dear students, here scanner uses light as its input. What's the input for your scanner? That is light as your input. Then that is converted into an image, into an electronic form. Dear students, I repeat that a scanner is a optical input device and it uses light as its input source to convert the image into a electronic form that can be given to the computer as input to the computer. So dear student, here scanner is a input device. It is a optical input device that accepts document as its input. Then what is the job of the scanner? Is to scan the document. The scanned document is in the form of electricals that is given to the computer as its input. Dear students, let's see how the scanner is going to work. So the scanner accepts the source document. The document may be in the form of paper and it is going to scan the document and it is going to translate the scanned document into bitmap image and that is given to the input of your computer system. I repeat, what is the input for your scanner? That is the paper document. Then what is the job of the scanner? Is to scan the document. That means convert the document into bitmap image and that is stored on the computer system. Now whatever the stored bitmap image is there, that is the input to the computer system. Here the denser is the bitmap, the higher is the resolution of the image. Now the quality of the image depends on the resolution. So here the quality of scan increases with the increase in the resolution. Suppose if you have good quality scanner, then the scanned image quality also high. Dear students, here scanner comes with utility software. I repeat, here scanner comes with utility software. This utility software is the example for your system software. Here scanner comes with utility software that allows the stored scanned document to be edited, manipulated and printed. Here scanner comes with utility software. So it allows the user to edit the scanned document. At the same time, it is also possible to manipulate the scanned document. Dear student, here utility software is a computer program that helps to analyze, maintain and utilize computer system. Moving on to next input type. Here it is optical character recognition. In short, it is called OCR. Dear student, this OCR is mainly used to recognize the character. So here OCR is a device used to recognize the character. So here OCR is the ability of machine to recognize the character. So here OCR is a scanner. It is mainly used to detect the character. I repeat, here OCR is a typical scanner and it is mainly used to detect alphanumeric character printed on the paper. Dear students, here OCR uses special light or optics to read text from the piece of paper. So here optical character recognize is made up of light or optics. So then what is the job of the OCR? Is to read the text from a piece of paper. Dear students, you may get the doubt or question, is it possible to read all type of character? But in OCR, a special font standard is needed to recognize the character. That means a special format standard is used to recognize the character. So by using OCR, we cannot able to recognize all kind of characters. But a special character is required to recognize the character. That means a special font standard. Dear students, it is not possible to recognize all kind of character. So a special font standard is needed to recognize the character. Next, the OCR system consists of combination of hardware as well as software to recognize the character. So here OCR made up of both hardware as well as software. Then what is the advantages of OCR? The advanced OCR system can able to read variety of fonts. I repeat, the advanced OCR system can capable to read different types of character, but still have difficulty to read handwritten characters. Then what is the use or advantages of optical character recognizer? It is very easy to access. It saves time, cost effective, and the speed of reading character is also high. So here optical character recognizer is a device that is mainly used to recognize the character. So here OCR is designed by using some special font standards. I repeat, here OCR is designed by using some special font standard to recognize characters. Then what is the disadvantage of OCR? Here OCR is not 100% secure. Okay, fine. How to justify? Because whatever the data has read, that is not correct. So the user want to manually check each and individual character. That is the main disadvantage of OCR. It is also not worth for small amount of text. This is the sum of the disadvantages of OCR. Then the working procedure of OCR. That means optical character recognize. Here the optical character recognize device examine each character by analyzing point of characters. I repeat, the OCR examines each character by analyzing point of character. Then when the whole character is scanned, it is compared with standard fonts in which OCR devices are programmed to recognize the optical character. So here OCR device is going to examine each and every character by analyzing point of character. Then it is going to compare the red character with the standard fonts. Dear students, here OCR is used for large volume processing. I repeat, here optical character organize is mainly used to read large volume of character. So it is mainly used for reading of passenger tickets. I repeat, it is mainly used in the areas like reading of passenger tickets, and it is also used areas like motor vehicle registration. So it is mainly used in the fields like reading of passenger tickets as well as motor vehicle registration. Dear students, next moving on to the optical mark recognize. I repeat, optical mark recognize. This is also another very important input device and it is shortly called OMR. So what is the use of OMR? It is mainly used to detect the mark. I repeat, it is mainly used to detect the marks on a paper. And here the marks are detected by their darkness. I repeat, the marks are recognized by their darkness. Here OMR uses an optical marker reader. Here OMR uses an optical marker reader to read the mark. Dear student, just remember that it is mainly used to read marks. So what is the job of the OMR then? So the job of the OMR reader scans the form. The job of the OMR is to scan the form, detect the marks. Scan the form, detect the marks that is positioned correctly on the paper and is darker than the surrounding paper. So the job of the optical mark recognize is to scan the mark and detect the mark position. Then pass the information to the computer for processing by using some of the application software. The job of the OMR is to scan the form, detect the marks. The detect mark is processed to the computer for further processing. That means the detect marks are given to the computer for further processing. So, to scan and detect the marks, the OMR uses beam of light. I repeat, to scan and detect the mark, the OMR uses beam of light that is reflected on the paper with marks. So, the beam of light is reflected on the paper to capture the presence and absence of marks. So, OMR uses beam of light to identify the presence and absence of the marks. Then, the optical mark reader detects the presence of the mark by measuring the reflected light. That means in OMR, the optical mark reader detects the presence of the marks by measuring the reflected light. The pattern of marks is interpreted and that is stored in your computer. Dear students, then you may get the doubt where we can able to use OMR. So the OMR is widely used to read the answers of the objective type test. So OMR is mainly used to read the answers of objective type test, where the students are going to answer by darkening the circle. I repeat, the students are going to answer by darkening the circle by using some pen. So, this OMR is also used for read forms, question areas and order forms, etc. So, this OMR is also used in the areas like reading forms, question areas and order forms. Then what is the advantage of OMR? It is cost effective, accurate, easy to read. Dear students, then what is the disadvantages of OMR? The OMR reader requires some format. I repeat, the OMR reader requires some specific sheet format. The another disadvantages of OMR is if the circle is marked or darkened properly, then this OMR works properly. Otherwise, it is very difficult to read the mark. Dear students, next moving on to the magnetic ink character recognize. It is also called MICR. Dear students, where you can able to find MICR in banks. Then what is the use of MICR? To read the check, they are going to use MICR. It is a one type of input device that is mainly used to read checks in the banking system. So here magnetic ink character recognize is used in bank to process large volume of checks. So here MICR is used for recognizing the magnetic encoding number. I repeat, this MICR is mainly used to recognize the magnetic encoding number printed at the bottom of the check. So here MCR is mainly used to recognize magnetic encoding number which is printed on the bottom of a check. So here the numbers on the check are human readable. I repeat, here the numbers on the checks are human readable and are printed using an ink which contains iron particles. Dear students, and these numbers are magnetized. I repeat, these numbers are magnetized. MICR uses magnetic ink character reader for character recognition. I repeat, here MICR uses magnetic ink character reader for character recognition. So here MICR uses magnetic ink character to recognize the character. So students, a magnetic ink character reader is used by the MICR to recognize the character. Then the working procedure of MICR. When the check is passed through the magnetic ink character reader, then the magnetic field causes the read head to recognize the character or numbers of a check. So the readers are generally used in the bank to process the check. I repeat, the readers are mainly used in the bank to process the check. Then the number in the bottom includes, that means the numbers in the bottom of the check includes bank number, branch number and check number. Dear students, I repeat that the numbers in the bottom of check includes bank number, branch number and the check number. Dear students, the reading speed of MICR is greater than optical character recognizer. Then what is the advantages of MICR? So MICR execution speed is fast. There is no manual input, so there is no errors. So there is no manual input, then reduces errors. These are the two advantages of MICR. Dear students, then what is the disadvantages of MICR? Dear students, MICR is capable to read only 10 digits and special character. I repeat, it is capable to read only 10 digits and some special character. And alphanumerical characters are not allowed. These are the some of the disadvantages of MICR. The next input type here, it is barcode reader. So what is the job of barcode reader? Where we can able to find barcode reader frequently? Most of the supermarket, they are going to use barcode reader to keep track of their items, to keep track their stock details. They are going to use barcode reader. So here barcode readers are adjacent vertical line of different width that are machine readable. So you can find this barcode reader in supermarket, bookstore, etc. So here barcode reader is mainly used for identification. I repeat, here barcode reader is mainly used for identification. Here barcodes are read using reflecting light by barcode reader. The barcodes are read by using reflecting lights. Whatever the read information is there, that is the input to the computer, which interprets the code using the space and thickness of bars. So I repeat, the barcode reader is responsible for reading the input or responsible for reading the information. And To read the information, it is going to use reflecting light. I repeat, barcode reader consists of reflecting lights that is used to read the information. Then whatever the information is read by using barcode reader, that is given to the computer for further processing. Then the handheld barcode readers are generally used in departmental stores to read the labels and libraries to read the label on books. The handheld barcode readers are generally used in supermarket to read the labels and price, whereas in the libraries to read the book labels. The advantages of barcode reader, that is, a barcode reader are fast and accurate. They enables fast service to the customer and are also used to determine the items being sold, the number of items are available in the supermarket. So dear students, here barcode reader is mainly used to identify or determine the number of items being sold or the number of each item sold, or it's also used to retrieve the price of each item. Dear students, here barcode reader provides fast customer service. At the same time, it is also used to keep track of all the informations related to the price of the item, how many items are sold out and how many items are remaining in their supermarket. Dear students, the next type of input device, here it is digitizer. A digitizer is a computer input device that enables user to hand drum images, animations and graphics with a special pen. I repeat, with a special pen like stylus. Similar to the way a person draws images with pen and paper. So by using digitizer, the user can able to draw the image, or the user can able to design animations and graphics with the help of stylus, and that is given to the input to a computer for the further processing. So here digitizer is also used to trace an images from the piece of paper. I repeat, here digitizer is also used to trace the images from piece of paper. So here the digitizer device consists of flat surface. Dear students, here digitizer device consists of flat surface. Upon there, the user can able to draw or trace an image by using stylus. So these digitizers are mainly used in artistic world. For drawing, they are going to use digitizer. So these digitizers also used in classroom to project handwritten notes. I repeat, these digitizers is also used in classrooms to project handwritten notes or lessons, and it also allows the student to do the same. By using digitizer, you can use digitizers in your classrooms to project handwritten notes. These are the some of the advantage and examples of digitizer. So here digitizer is a computer input device that enables user to draw the image, trace the image, okay, that is given to the computer as input for further processing. Dear students, today's class we discussed some of the source data entry input devices. In that we studied what is digitizer, what is barcode, what is the advantage, what is optical character recognizer, then we studied what is mark recognizer, etc. Dear student, this is all about your first unit. In the first unit, we discussed what is computer, then the characteristics of computer or capabilities of computer. Then we discussed applications of computer. Then we discussed the generation, history of computer, components of computer. Then we discussed the unit diagram of computer. Then we discussed the input devices. Dear students, then we discussed the functional block diagram of computer. Then we discussed input device. Under input device, we discussed human data entry input device and source data entry input device. These are the certain topics comes under your first unit. In the next unit and in the next session, I am going to deal with output device. Dear students, let's meet in the next session with some new and attractive topic. Until then, take care. Thank you.